in Viva Las Vegas, because Vegas is real. Hell, America is real. Did you not know that? And it really doesn't matter how they see you. It matters how you see yourself. hmm Because it's reality that so many of our people are just not making it through the bottom. You know, they're not making it up from the bottom. And hell, they don't even know what the top looks like. But I tell you, there are a few people in America, like those entertainers and those sports professionals. So yeah, happy Father's Day to all of the black men. But happy Fatherless Days for the babies who ain't got no daddies. And that's just real because it becomes the mama's personal obligation. I'm going to tell you that truly it is a blessing when what? When you step up to do what it is you do because you do it. Hold up. Lord, in America, you must ask yourself, what is it that you need to do? And I don't know what you need to do, but I do know that it's something. You know, it was a focus of somebody out there in the ethos to shut my shit down. So all of a sudden, YouTube that I pay for, premium YouTube, right, and I pay for it. But the issue is that Google One, I pay for that too. Actually, storage offline, 2 terabytes. How does your shit get over there to the cloud? Well, it's supposed to just back up automatically. But somehow, my cloud was in the off position. OFF, OFF. And what can I say? It's real. I'm going to share my show. Just give me a minute. Put it on X first. Share on my Facebook page. Facebook. And I'll share some more. Let me see. This way is good. They don't have time. They're living their best lives. But America, they don't have time. They're living their best lives. But America has established itself on the backs of all of us. And we're paying, truly we are paying taxes. And when I was working, hell, I think that they would hold like $3,000 or $4,000 out of my check. And then every April, when I filed my taxes, I would get the money back. And it was like a treat, right? Because if you couldn't save, it would save it for you. But then let's just all understand. Some people don't do that. Some people don't pay. My kids say, well, they don't believe in the system. But guess what? They don't have a choice but to pay taxes. If you work, your employer is retaining those dollars so that they don't get in trouble. And that's just real. Hello, hello, hello. And this is America. This is America. You know that song, This is America, because it is. It's not what you believe. It's not even your perception anymore. And I'm just wondering, how did they even have the talented 10th? And what did that mean to the black community? But what does mandatory public education mean to the public schools for Negro children? Because the letter grade of F is a reality. And that's just represents fraud. That's all I can say because all children can learn. Because why do I say that? Well, simply because IDEA exists. And what is IDEA? Individuals with Disabilities Act of 1997 or 2004. And it really doesn't matter because we all gonna pay these goddamn taxes as we pay taxes. That's what life's about. Taxes and death. And death and taxes. And that's just real. But understand that in America, they do have protections for people who have been violated. That's right. Because I was violated. That's right. I was working for Los Rios Community College District, and I think that they knew they had me working in a toxic environment. And so, because I was pregnant at the time, I was terminated. And then I fought for my job. And when I fought for my job, well, they just gave me Social Security. And I've been on Social Security since I was 38. And that's why I don't understand how some of these people don't have nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. And then they put their children in public schools, and every one of those children are generating a certain amount of money. So if it's $16,000 per per pupil, or if it is, whatever your state awards, every child generates that if they are what? Impoverished. And so we as American people, we created this public education system, and it is mandatory by law. Because if you don't abide by the rules, they can come and take your children. And they do, because there's 38% population of black children in the foster care system. But I can't say that that's just because, it's Father's Day. But you have to first understand your commitment to life is you. And that's just real. And if you have a child that was a gift from the universe, and somehow you got it, and it was your award, and you must protect your award. In America, well, I'm just saying, let's just really look and see what's going on. We just had a huge celebration for the Donald on his birthday. And then let's understand the homeless population, the homeless families, and why is it that the local state or the city or the county, where all of your tax dollars go, as long as you were working, well, it didn't work because there's no safety net there for you. And what is a safety net? Well, goddamn, food stamps, Medi-Cal, Medicaid, that's a safety net. You understand? And I don't feel that I ever have to pay for health care again because they already suspected that I had cancer in one of my breasts. And then 4 surgeries later, discovered that they didn't find it. And what can I do? Not a goddamn thing. Nothing. Because you're just stuck. And you're stuck with one boob. It's just one. But, well, hell, you don't even really need them after your childbearing age because that's just it. In America, I can't say the world is great right now, but I can say I'm blessed and blessed to be alive. And I have family, and I know what that value of family is. It just doesn't turn off and turn on. I was always committed to do whatever my mother asked me to do, because that was my mama. And, we enjoyed her last years of her life, and I got to spend them with her, me and my sons. And she took care of the men in the family. She really did. But hey, she taught me how to cater to my sons. And my sons are looking for women who can cater to them. Mm, good coffee. Not that coffee is good for you, but hey, everybody has to choose their poison. But I just want to tell you the importance of knowing where you are. This is 2025. This is just a device, a box that has given so much ability. It knows everything about you. And so does everybody know everything about you because they can pay for that information. Someone broke into my medical records at Keenan and Associates in the state of California. And how did they do that? But someone broke into my son's medical records. Now get a clue, because I am going to go back and go after Los Rios for putting me and my child at risk and then firing me, even though the state picked it up. But I'm saying the state's just as corrupt when it comes to black people. Yeah, because I served as a VISTA, Volunteer in Service for America, and I understand the power in volunteering as an American. And I was awarded $11,000 for to go to college or to give to my children or whatever. That was my $11,000 for my volunteering. And someone was allowed to steal it by putting me in a graduate program, which should have never happened. And so when I tried to appeal it, well, nobody wanted to hear me. But guess what? Fraud is forever. Fraud is forever. Meaning that that's just not going to go away. And as long as my gray hair is gray, I'm here to stay. I'm so blessed. Yes, because I have a roof over my head. And let's just think about it. So many people that you were with when you were growing up, either they're not here anymore or they're destitute. And so many people are just caught up in the trying to forget life, not trying to understand that life's really happening to them, and not trying to understand why people are so greedy. I'm just greedy. I mean, it's a harvest. I'm not out here to get anything, but my son is going to do a plant-based diet for babies 0 to 4 because he has a 4-year-old, and she only eats plant-based foods. She doesn't eat any meat. She's not a carnivore. And I don't think we are either because, what is it? Dr. Savy said that it would get into you and it would just rot and it would just stay in your system. And you have to keep on thinking about that while you're trying to enjoy your chicken sandwich or trying to enjoy your hot dog or hamburger. So, anyways, as I am not so old, but I'm old enough, getting ready to be 67, I noticed new wrinkles coming in my face, so I'm going to do exercises or something. Because I certainly don't want to have my face, the muscles. Send me the boots on the ground. Oh my goodness. My sister wants to learn the boots on the ground. He's going to tell me to send it to her. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I'll do it. Yep, I'll probably do it later. Too funny. Just a minute. Okay. Oh, maybe I can add something. No, no, I don't think I can do it. No, I can't even do that. Can't add a video to this video. Yep, but in life, Cali here. Oh, you're in Cali, and guess what, Joe? I'm here in Las Vegas. People are moving here to Las Vegas because we don't have state taxes. But they need to understand if they have young children, there are no services here. None. These people are getting letter grades of F, and I'm saying, and being promoted out of the system because you really don't want to stay in school. They tell these kids when all your friends are gone. And I'm saying these kids just sign a paper and get out. And I'm saying when you sign that paper and get out, it doesn't really matter because you're going to pay some taxes. And that's why you need to understand that's why they have community engagement and local control options for all states. And it's your local people, people that you guys put in front of you and say, oh yeah, that person's going to help me. And then all of a sudden when they get in office, they ain't got shit for you. And that's just real. But it really doesn't matter because you're still entitled. And what I'm saying is my youngest graduated with a one-on-one aid in a behaviorist and a full inclusionist. And he went to school every day. Not every day. No, there were days that he just couldn't make it. And just like a person who's an adult who gets an excuse because they have a health issue or whatever, we got those doctor's notes and those days were excused. We need to understand the purpose of taxes. Yes, we all pay taxes. That's why it is we the people. And that's what the democracy is all about. Democratic society only means that everybody who lives there participates. But you people, shit. I mean, I think it's insanity because my son graduated above proficient. He don't need no more English 1A. I took him over to the college, the junior college, and he has already tested out. But he tested above proficient when the math in high school. But for the accommodations that he would have needed to take the test, well, he didn't get them. So it didn't really matter because we are now in the cybersecurity class online, and he has the discipline. We're going through the process. He needs to do the work so he can take the test so he can make money. That's right. Because that's what he said he would do if we got him the laptop. So he has a Dell laptop, and it is a high performance laptop, a gaming laptop. So now we just have to live up to what people don't even understand trials and tribulations. Hell, they don't even understand what do you call this? Tithing. I almost choked on the word tithes because tithes are 10% of your storehouse and 10% of what God gave you. And if you don't believe in God, when the hell are you going to have anything to give, right? But it doesn't really matter because whatever you're driven to do, you will face that fight every day. And so, I don't happen to believe in stardom or I don't happen to believe in idolizing our glorious idols. And so no, I don't feed into that shit. And sometimes I will get caught up in a well, this guy was saying it was like a trance, but I would get caught up in one of those what do you call this? We have a Netflix series, a whole series of trials and tribulations. And even though what? Even though even though it has nothing to do, but it's so similar to what real reality that you watch that shit. And while you're watching that shit, it's watching you, and that's what you didn't understand. So many people don't understand the power in technology and what you've given the authorities. They want to know everything. How many people? Well, hell, you don't even have to ask me that, and I'm not gonna answer your fucking question because you asked it, and none of your business. How many adults are with me? How many adults live in your house? None of your fucking business. You can go and look at the satellite and count them on your own. But then it would be a little bit of invasion of privacy, right? But if you admit it on your own, stop answering these goddamn surveys. They're not for your good. I realize that. And then they got a little bit too personal. And it's just rude. I say, fuck them all. Because you have to do what it is you need to do. And when they try to control your content, then you understand how perhaps, who was it? There was a singer. Say it loud. James Brown. I'm black and I'm proud. Now think about what a rebel James was. And he was just advocating for his own self. And then, I guess a lot of black men just are attracted to white women, or white women are attracted to black men, and I understand why. Maybe you don't understand why, but I do. And it really doesn't matter because in life you have to do you. And if you're not doing you, boo, what can I say? Happy Father's Day when we have a 38% of black babies in the foster care system. And when they adopt them out, well, hell, they just pay themselves $50,000. And I said, well, goddamn, oh, but kinship would prohibit you from getting that same kind of money. Well, I'm saying, fuck that. Because this is our money coming back to do what? Provide services in our local community. And where the fuck is our voice? It doesn't exist. Oh, you made the newspaper. People say me. They saw me in the newspaper. Whatever the fuck paper it was. But it didn't really matter because I never signed a release. I'm news, not necessarily the news, but the news is that for people who are born here in Las Vegas, Viva, they don't have the dream. A lot of those people that are actually participating in the system were in foster care. So they don't even understand what the family thing is all about. But I do, because no matter what my mother asked me to do, I was going to do it. Except it got to the point where I couldn't fight my siblings because they wanted to control my mother. My mother just couldn't be controlled. My mother was willful, as I am too. Y'all need to understand willful, but I got my last ass whooping from my mama at 38 years old, and I am going to be 67. And I recall the day. You gotta recall the day when I called my stepfather and I told him, and he called her up and he told her not to put hands on me no more. And that was the last time she put hands on me. But I think that it really was just because, my mother apologized so much the last year of her life about how she raised us and her choices, but she didn't have to. She didn't have to owe us nothing because she took care of all of us. And all of us are standing, every one of us. We understand the fact. But here we are, living in Las Vegas. And somehow they got it established, and I guess they didn't expect me to be who I am. Because I will say, pimping ain't easy. And goddamn, somebody's doing it very well. Because the Negroes here, each one of these children are generating what? A certain dollar amount. According to the census, then it all got collected in a number pool. And that means the state gets this much money for all of those people. Now, it doesn't really matter what color they are, because now we're only talking about the rich folks and the poor folks. We're talking about the rich people because they done created something called the Millennial Scholarship, and it's K-12. And a millennial scholarship out of whose pocket? Well, it doesn't really matter because these people have behavior issues. They just willfully defiant. They can't be taught. And I don't know who told you that, but for whatever reason, if it's your belief, what can I say? Unfortunately, I'm not trying to change it because it's work for you to do, not for me, because freedom was never free. And I'm an American, and I am in the army. I'm in the army. of the Lord. That's what I am, and that of the army, not that army. Okay, we are connected. I don't know what that sounds like. Put that one right there. I'm gonna have extra light over here. Had to get in that chair because I had a heat emergency outside. I just couldn't be outside. Mm-mm. I didn't necessarily want to be in here. That's where I'll be. Later. Look at my shoes. Not there. Oh no, not in the door. Over there. I have to keep track of these. I don't have the little heat thing on them. And my humble abode. Okay. There we go. And the kitchen. There's work for me to do here. Lots of it. Here. I'll put this away. Mm-hmm. Enough. Okay. Okay. Now, this is a good position because it doesn't give you too much. It gives you enough. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm still on. Okay, let's see. Here's that one. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Start a poll. We can do that. It gets pretty boring. Highlight the channel. Highlight saved. I don't know what that means. There we go. There's only one person in the room. That's what it says anyway. So, anyways, living here in Nevada has been an eye-opening experience simply because so many people really just don't understand public education. And I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can't hear me, then please let me know because I'm going to be talking. So, anyways, I'm just saying that I don't have to have the earbuds. I can disconnect them. There we go. Turn the earbuds off. Connected to anything. I don't know what I did with those things anyway, the case. But like I said, here we are, living in America, and there's a real issue as it is 2025 because nobody is talking about our inability to benefit from the public education system. Nope, my sons are home, and it's just real. There is an ability to benefit or no ability to benefit, but it's a reality. And so here we are, and we're not talking about it. And then they had till 2026 to spend all that American Rescue money. And for some reason, Nevada has $750 million sitting up there that has not been allocated. And not because of a lack of trying, no. Because these people didn't follow the rules, and the rules are the rules. And how unfortunate that they didn't follow the rules. Something's happening. happy. I'm on my screen, but I'm
Try not to throw up. What'd you say?
trying not to throw up because you worked out too much. It's heat. I said I'm live streaming right there.
Oh, live stream. Okay.
Yeah, because you can.
Watch that, bro.
You can live stream, and it's a perfect background, isn't it? It's the cabinet.
Oh, okay.
There you go. We're not load the dishwasher a little bit too, but you know, hey. Woo! Did y'all have fun?
No fun. This shit was not fun.
Well, I mean, it was a perfect.
I mean, it's fun. You know what we're saying. It was hard work. That shit was not fun.
But it's worth it.
I mean, it's worth it just because you did your fitness for the week already.
There you go.
So you don't have to really worry about the expense. You know, but fuck them. I'm not fat.
No, but you want to stay healthy.
Yeah, you're right, man. This blood flow, but fuck them. Them niggas is all looking back in the back of the class. 2 more, 20 more.
And they were laughing at your asses.
Yeah, they do. And they come right to the back and shake my hand. That's why I'm like, fuck you niggas.
Because they was working your ass and you was getting work.
I was trying to miss it. I was trying to come late. I was trying to miss all that shit. These niggas holding the scratch as soon as they see this nigga Shaka get out the car. I'm like, fuck. These niggas just stop. These niggas, they was getting ready to break into the full workout. They see this nigga Shaka and stop. I said, no.
Oh, wow. It is real.
Then as soon as we get there, they're like, all right, we're ready to break it down. And I was like, oh, we walked into just doing the exercise.
Yeah, what did you think you were going to walk into, though?
We just walked in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're breaking it down. I was like, no! That nigga Shaka will tell you, we walked right into it. Break it down. 10 burpees, 10 push-ups, then squats, lunges, walk it back, then 10 pull-ups. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm like, fuck you niggas, man.
You did it all.
No, Shaka did it all.
Took this,
I'm like, I'm not doing it all.
What?
That boy Shaka did it though.
The party was around the corner. They was I don't know if it's some Hawaiians or something, but they ordered a big old thing of alcohol.
Did you
and
deliver?
They gave me a $40 tip,
Oh, shit.
but they forgot some a bottle, so they ordered again.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they did the second order, I brought the other bottle. They did a $30 tip.
Oh, wow.
I was like, dang.
That was a whole day of work.
Yeah. But I told John I ain't gonna sleep yet. I'm about to knock out.
Okay.
The
Knock
thing
out.
started at 8 o'clock. I didn't want to miss it.
I'm glad you didn't miss it.
But I'm about to pass out. I probably need to go to sleep on the dang table back there. I seen this lady I hadn't
No,
seen her.
you could do that, but you would have to put that thing up because you will burn. You will burn inside.
No, I already
Unless you
did
have to go to
it.
sleep out there.
I seen this lady I hadn't seen her in a month. And she had got I thought she had a disease.
She got fat.
She got black, like crazy black. I said, is that a tan? Or you got some type of disease? I was like, that can't be a tan. I don't know. It didn't look healthy.
But it depends on if she got red or black in her skin or olive.
She got black. It looked like she was going to one of those tanning places, but
She might
nah,
be.
hell nah. She ain't. She wasn't
I
doing
don't
that. Nah, that's that. Nah, I don't know what she was doing. But I was like, dang.
Maybe she liked the coloring.
If that was.
If that
But
was
no, I'm
something
gonna
like
try. I haven't peeled it, so I don't know if it's not hot enough. Cause I thought it was 115.
that. I don't know what you're saying.
I thought it was 110 degrees, but I said my skin ain't peeling. I was laying on that
You
table.
gotta burn first.
I'm gonna see if it's burn or not. Cause I laid out there for a couple hours.
Did you get tan?
No.
Well, that's because you got white in you. We don't have white in us. We don't have white in us. You're only gonna get red. You're only gonna get red bones. You're only gonna turn darker, but it's gonna look like reddish brown. You understand that?
Oh no, I thought.
Oh no, you ain't never
This
changed
was
any other
white.
color.
They try to.
No, you
Pink.
have always been darker, but more on the red side, like this, in the inside of my arm. That's what you're gonna be. See, look, put your arm there. You see, that's all you're gonna get. Me,
Yeah.
because that's what you got. Your daddy was half white. That was your problem, and he was ignorant too. Yep. I don't think I'm live anymore. It says I'm live, but when I had the heat emergency, I'm gonna come back so I can see if I can get more viewers, more than just the one. Poppy, is you the only one here? Because I don't see any more conversation. I'm ending and then I'm coming back. Y'all, have a blessed day now. And catch my podcast over there on Spotify. Is Parent Empowerment Half an Hour. And I'm saying, nobody even catching the poll. But like I said, reality is pimping ain't easy. So we'll have to determine what it is we'll do in 2025. Y'all, be blessed and have lives.